I am back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Cheyenne Lancaster. I had to think about it. I'm Cheyenne Lancaster. You're watching Pinky Hook's Dinner with Conversation. Conversation with food. Food and conversation. Yes, I'm so sorry about last Sunday. I'm telling y'all, I don't know what happened. I was going downhill fast. So anyway, nevertheless, by the grace of God, I am back. And guess what we're going to be eating? Because I was thinking to myself all week long, I was thinking to myself, oh man, I gotta make something great and fabulous when we get back. I don't know how y'all gonna feel about today's dinner, but we are having stuffed portabella mushrooms and they will be stuffed with, remember, Revive Superfoods Bean to Baja Super Meals. That's right, folks. What's in it? Here's your ingredients so that you can see your doggone self. You will have, yeah, I can't read it backwards, but because I'm looking right to the camera. But in here, in this cup, you have it says Mexicana, grain blend, black beans, kidney beans, jalapeno, corn, avocado, chipotle, and adobo, and green onions. All of this is in this cup. Yep. Remember, I'm going to put the link. But if you're not subscribed to Revive Foods, that's not a problem. The fact that I showed you what's in this cup and that's it. There's no preservatives. There's no, special seasonings, nothing like that. That's what's in there. Now, accompanying the stuffed portabella mushroom, I am going to fix swai fish. I love salmon. It's pretty much the only fish that I keep in the freezer, but I bought this fresh, and I just had a funny feeling thinking about the ingredients that's in this grain and the portabella mushroom, the way I'm going to prepare it. I could not see salmon bringing out all of those other flavors. So I was basically like kind of standing at the deli and I'm checking out the fish and I'm like, okay, what's that? What's this? What's that? And then I was thinking to myself, and I never heard of swai fish, but the guy was just like, I was like, what's this? And he was just like, that's swai fish. And I'm like, yeah, that's what the sign says, but what is it? And he goes, it's basically catfish from Vietnam. I said, what? Catfish from Vietnam? I said, ooh, I'm going to make something special for my audience. Catfish from Vietnam. Vietnamese catfish. I was like, ooh, we want some old exotic stuff today. I'm so silly. This is a big deal for me because number one, I don't eat catfish. I'm probably like the only person that's like, when people is like, ooh, catfish, and I'd be like, I'll take it or leave it, preferably leave it. And then maybe it's because of the way that every time catfish was offered to me, it was fried. It just seemed like, like I don't know. So it was just something, this guy really sold it. Yes, I know you're probably saying, that's his job, Shine. He's supposed to sell it to you, right? But this guy, I could tell, like, he was just like, because when I said, let me get a half a pound. So because the fillets are very small and they're kind of thinned out, he was just like, a half a pound. Like he put it on the thing. He was just like, that's only going to be like one fillet. And then I was like, well, it's just me. And he goes, you're better than me. Ain't no way I can just eat one piece of this. So now here comes the hook. He was like bait and hook. I was like, all right, go ahead and put 2 on there. Man, I hope I like this. So anyway, that's what we're having. We are having stuffed portabella mushroom tops with a mexicana blend of grains and different vegetables within that cup. And then we're going to top it off with, you know, maybe some fresh avocado, maybe some like, you know, a little bit of raw, maybe grated cabbage. Basically, it's going to be from a salad bag. And the swai fish. All right. So let's get started. Okay, so what we're going to do is, you see where the stem is? We are going, and you see those beautiful ridges. Okay, I don't know if the camera's focusing. I hope it is. But what you're going to do is you're going to take a spoon and you're just going to scoop. We want to get rid of that stem. And you don't need a knife, because if you dig in there, it should really just pop right on out. Okay, like that. And now we want to get rid of all those little ridges. And you can just scrape it out with a spoon. Because basically what we're doing is we are now preparing our mushroom, right, for stuffing. It's just that simple. Nothing hard. Yep. And be very careful, because as you can see, it starts to flake up around the sides, you know. So, because it's now real delicate and thin. So, you know, you're just trying to lightly scrape the rest of it as much as you can. Without breaking. Let's see. Oh, see what I mean? It started flaking up, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh no, I got a hole. All right, so I'm going to take my two and I'm going to wash these off and prepare them for roasting. Okay, so after you've washed your mushrooms, you know, rinse them really good. All right. The next thing that we're going to do is we need to prep our roasted mushrooms for, there we go. We need to prep these for roasting. Okay. So what you want to do is get aluminum foil on a cookie sheet or roasting, I guess like a roasting pan. Anyway, you're going to take the top and we're going to do like a very shallow X mark. The reason for doing this is so that the oils and seasonings can kind of seep through the top of the mushroom and all through. So you're not cutting it all the way through. You're just making kind of like this X, okay? Because when it begins to roast, it's going to automatically start to split apart a little bit, and your flavors will be able to seep in. Flip these back over, and what we're going to do now is we are going to basically take some, now you can take whatever you want. If you want to do it in olive oil, that's fine. I'm going to do mine's in just some vegetarian butter, which is the earthly, I think I said earthly, the Earth Balance butter, right? And so I'm just going to pour some over, well, in the, you know, pour lightly inside the mushroom. I'm gonna call it a mushroom bowl, and we're gonna put it around like that. Flip it over. I don't have a baster. Well, not a baster. What do you call those? Like a brush, you know. I know Linda's probably like, you need a brush. Linda is the cook, but you know what? After this, Linda, I sure enough will be getting one. No doubt about that. Okay, so just kind of base it the best way I can without the brush. All right, and turn it over, And the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get some seasonings, okay? So I am choosing to use the garden vegetable season, McCormick's. I'm going to put it all in there, you know. It's going to be great. Okay. I'm going to do both sides. Oh yeah, I can smell it already. All those seasonings in there. Yes, I can smell it. Go back over, go back over. Let me just put a little bit more. Okay. And now what we're going to do, you should have your oven set to 400. Now, in order to roast a mushroom, especially of this size, basically what you're going to do is you're going to put it in the oven for a total of 20 minutes. After the first 10 minutes, you're going to take it out. You're going to flip your mushrooms over and then put it back in. So 20 minutes altogether. Okay, so let's go ahead. I got my oven ready and I'm going to pop this in and we're going to begin to prepare the fish. Okay, look at that. Woo, that's pretty. So as you can see, the swai fish is a white, fleshy fish. Reminds me of a thicker version of whiting fish, if you're familiar with whiting fish. So, and yes, it does look very similar to catfish, like the catfish that we know. So, again, that's the reason why the guy was just like, okay, well, you know, he was trying to really be honest and was just like, look, is one piece of filet really going to do it? You know, even if it's just me. But yeah, I can see this being more than enough for me. Okay, so I said I was actually going to base my fish or season my fish with a butter that had lemon pepper in there. But you know what I started thinking about? The grains that I'm using, or the stuffing that I'm using, is a mexicana flavor, right? So I need for everything to pull those flavors together. I'm not really sure about a lemon pepper. I'm not really sure about that. So I'm going to take a chance, because remember, I have never prepared this kind of fish, and I'm going to do a seasoning with, it's called Kinder's premium season with wet rub, and this is a carne asada. For anybody that can speak Spanish, okay, I'm sorry. I know y'all probably like, oh my gosh, she's hacking up our language. Sorry. Carne asada. It is a Mexican style citrus blend. For some reason in my heart, I really feel, and this is what it is, I saw a ton of different, these were packets that I saw at the supermarket this morning, and I was like, wow. And I bought a couple of these, like different ones, and I just got a good feeling about it. Like, sometimes you just gotta take a chance. When in Rome. Let me check the thing. Oh. Okay. Anyway, yup, and I had to put on some pants because my shorts was falling down. So now we can't see my crazy socks. Anyway. Yup. This is what it looks like, and I'm just going to pop it in the oven right now, and then I'm going to show you what our mushrooms look like, because I just took those out of the oven, but I had to wait for the temperature to go down because we roasted those mushrooms at 400 degrees, and the swai fish, remember, is being cooked at 350. Okay, so here is my beautiful roasted portobello mushroom tops, okay? And they are piping hot. So our fish is in the oven. So what we're going to do now, while we let these guys, I'm just going to, you know, put this aside for now, okay? And this is the reason why I was saying, like, when we say stuffed, it's not going to be like this deep bowl, like a bowl with depth. I mean, it's a mushroom top, for crying out loud, you know? The rooftop of the Smurfs. That's right. So, you know, so our filling, of course, once we start topping it, is almost just going to be like a topping, because it's, you know, I mean, it's a shallow bowl, right? Okay, so the fish is almost done, but in the meantime, I'm going to take one of my mushrooms, We'll take this guy. He's pretty meaty. And I'm going to take some of my mixture. And we are going to begin really just laying it on top. Because as you can see, it's a very shallow bowl. Put that blend on top. Oh yeah, that's nice. Ooh. That's nice. Look at that. Look at that. If you don't, I'm just saying, like, ooh, you got to think outside the box. You got to think outside the box. There we go. We'll just put our extra over here for now. Put this away, and then we'll bring out our fish, and then we'll put our little garnishings on the side. You like that? Yeah, you like it. Whew. Okay. I hope that this food is as good as it looks. Here is the end product. Let's see. What? Ooh, look at that. Looky. Ooh, look at that fish. Look at the stuffed mushroom. And look, y'all know I normally serve my food on those square plates that I love, that I got from Goodwill. But I had to break out like the restaurant type platter. What? When they be like, order up, I was about to put my hand up underneath it, but then if I drop this plate of food, it's time to take off this apron. It's so time to take off this apron. Let's head on over to the table, stuff our faces. Let's catch up. Meet you in the dining room. Ooh, God, ain't she pretty? Ain't she pretty? Ooh, all right, let me turn down my ambiance music. All right. Oh, Lord, thank you for this food. I am so blessed. But Father, nourish my body in this conversation. Bless this conversation. In Jesus' name, amen. Happy Sunday. I'm back. Got my botanicals, remember? Which one is this? Cranberry, lime, honeysuckle. Put that in. And if y'all saw the picture, this, just a little, bowl, tartar sauce. No, wait a minute, which one is that? Cocktail sauce on one side. And this is lemon herb tartar sauce. I couldn't get that out. Yeah, I saw that in the supermarket one day and I was like, what? I only did that on the side just in case, because I'm not good at cooking salmon, but just in case my fish came out dry. It looked pretty. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and pour this in. Ooh, I missed y'all. Oh, I missed you guys. So, ooh. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta drink this down. It's not even ready. Sorry, put too much in. This plate is so pretty. I actually was thinking about, I actually was going to get like a real fancy glass instead of my Mason's jar, but who cares, right? Nobody cares. It's good. And I think my Mason jar is like a signature now. Kinda. Like I'm the first person that made it up. Anyway. So we're gonna let that fuse. Oh Lord. Let's see if this is any good. I hope it's as good as it looks. We're gonna start with the mushroom. We gotta start with the mushroom. Oh. Oh. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Let's try the fish. I'm not even going to dip it in this yet because I need to see what this tastes like. What this tastes like. Who says being catfished is bad? mm. Mm. I got my little lime wedges. I put lime wedges, got lime wedges rather than linen. Well, with this kind of dish, think about it. Ooh, I think I just squirted myself in the eyes, y'all. I'm about to go blind. I chose lime rather than lemon just because, again, the type of dish this is, that blend is, you know, like a Mexican type blend. Oh my God. Where have you been all my life? Oh God. Okay. Now we all know that every Sunday, sometimes I get a little bit excited and I start shoveling the food down, and then I'll be like, you know, like belching all over the place. I'm trying to pace myself, but Lord help me. Mm, mm, mm. Mm-mm. Why people always gotta sing when food is good? Mm. Mm. I'm probably still gonna dip it in this cocktail sauce, tartar sauce anyway. Because when I see it sitting on the side, it's like I gotta do it. I'm gonna go right back to that man at Albertsons and be like, amigo, you were right about this fish. Okay. So while I'm gonna try to get a little bit of conversation in here, let me just get a little bit more on this food. Oh my God, it's so good. Let's mix my drink. Anyway, before I go any further, there's no time like the present to welcome my new subscribers. So since the last time I saw you guys, I picked up 4 new subscribers. Okay, and I just want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. If you were one of the 4, okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I can't begin to thank you enough from the bottom of my heart. And as I said before, on this channel, new subscribers never go unnoticed. Never go unnoticed. Now, you probably saying, well, Sharon, you only got like 60 or like a low number, so you can see the difference. You know, I'm not like the big YouTubers. And I pray to God that if I do become big, I want to always recognize. I still want to, I may not be able to call everybody out by name, but I'm really, really trying to give that recognition all the time because you don't have to give me your time. You don't have to give me your time. There are a million people out there on YouTube, Instagram, all these social media platforms. But I am really happy because I'm not just trying to get a certain amount of numbers. I'm not trying to get, like 1,000,003 likes or something like that. I'm just really trying to use the social media platform for what I think it was intended to be used for. And that is to what? Anyone? Bring us together. Keep us connected. Hold on. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for. Now, what I didn't do, there was one subscriber out of the 4 that their profile is private. So I didn't see their name, and it's okay. It's okay. I won't want you to become public if that's not what you want to do, and that's fine. But I do know that there was a subscriber, because I just saw the number increase. Now, people who don't have their profile private, their name comes up. I want to give a shout out. Okay, here goes. First, thank you for Cruising with Mo. Subscribe this week. Yay! Next, we have Tammy Contrell. Subscribe this week. Woo! Well, last week. Woo! Cruising with Mo last week. Woo! And then, drum roll, Joel Lyles subscribed yesterday. What? And then we had the mysterious subscriber again. Welcome. If you're watching this video, of course, I couldn't say your name, because I don't know your name, but thank you so much for joining my channel. And if you're like, wait a minute, I thought this was a crochet channel. It is, along with some other things. So this is what we do here on Pinky Hooks. Every Sunday, why not? Remember when we were all growing up and you had Sunday dinner? And then sometimes Sunday dinner was really special because it also included probably maybe, I don't know, the reverend from the church or church members or some additional person that wasn't in the immediate household. Yeah. So I like that feeling. I didn't realize how much I missed it until the older I got. It's a good feeling. So yes, if you're new to my channel, I do crochet, okay? But Sunday is family time. Sunday's eating meals and talking. Seeing what everybody's doing. What's going on in the world. Sometimes the conversations are serious. Most times they're funny. Sometimes they're both combined. But anyway, yeah, so again, welcome. And this isn't to slight anybody from the new subscribers, but we have a first time situation with a new subscriber, okay? The new subscriber, one of the new subscribers, and it is Joelle Lyles. Her subscribing is really has touched my heart because I met her. See, I haven't met my other subscribers, and I'm excluding family and friends and co-workers. Of course, I've seen them before, right? But to see a subscriber, a person that subscribed to my channel, like I met her. I met her yesterday when I was in Michael's. We were standing in line together, waiting. Because they short staffed. And while we're standing in line, she says, excuse me. Well, she's looking at candles on the side. She's doing the same thing I'm doing. I was eyeing it out the side of my eye like, ooh, that's a good deal. Uh-oh, here come the Belgian. Excuse me. And we got to talking. Because I saw something about, oh, that's a good deal. They make nice Christmas gifts. I said, oh, I feel like my coworker's about to get these for Christmas. If any of my coworkers looking, you know, be like, don't act like, you know, I didn't tell you what you was getting for Christmas. Anyway. She saw that I had yarn in my cart. And when I said something about the candles being a gift, she goes, you can just crochet them something. Now, let me tell you what was impressive about that. She said, you can crochet them something. She didn't say knit. Because most people see me with yarn in the store and they, you know, and these are people who they really don't know the difference between crochet and knitting. It's really people out there, folks, you know, that don't know. They don't know. Even my dad was just like, your channel, your knitting channel. Crochet. It's okay, Daddy. I get it. But anyway, she said that and it caught my ear. I was just like, I mean, there was nothing on me that said I crochet. I didn't have one of the t-shirts on, nothing like that. And I mean, she made my heart smile. And so she was like, you can crochet them something. I was like, yeah, chill. And then I told her, yeah. I told her about my channel. And I've told several people out in public about my channel. You know, if they start talking to me, I don't just go around and be like, hey, I got a channel. Subscribe. I'm not like that. Uncle Sam, I want you. No, I don't do that. Let me get back to this mushroom. With all this goodness. Anyway, a lot of people will say, I'm going to look you up when I get home. I promise you guys, I got in a car. I left Michael's. I was ahead of her. Got in the car. I was on my way to the next store. Bing! Well, maybe not when I left Michael's. I think oh yeah, because I went to Tuesday morning Home Goods. When I was leaving that little plaza, I got in the car and then, ding! And it said, Joelle Laws, subscribe to your channel. I said, what? And it was so cute because she wrote a note and said, hey, I just subscribed to your channel. So I met her. And let me tell you something. You ever meet somebody, you can't explain you can't put your finger on it. She had a good spirit. I told y'all before, my spirit, some people, it will instantly like pick up on other people's spirits. And as a believer, right, it's called letting your light shine through. She had a light. You know, she has sincerity. Not because she actually followed through. It was something. Yep. I was like, wow. Thank you, Lord. And if y'all sitting there saying, Shine, stop acting a fool, I'm telling you, this was the comeback. This dinner was the comeback. I'm even prepared. I got the light set up this time before it starts getting dark. But anyway, so again, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see. Sorry, I just got a notification from my church. I don't know what's going on. They're probably like, where have you been? Anyway, yep. So again, welcome new subscribers. Now, notice what I said. Joelle and I were standing in this long line, which brings me to today's topic. America. Come on. We will have to do better than this because it's a serious topic, but I'm sorry, I'm going to be laughing a lot through this. Wait a minute. So, the topic is employment in America. I guess. I don't know. It might veer off here and there, but let me tell you something. Everybody, I don't know where you live at, but I'm here in Texas, and crisp, clean. Right now, I mean, it's almost like the job market is flooded, needing workers. I don't care what kind of position it is. It is needing workers from, I mean, probably down to even a part-time positions. Ooh, here come the Belgian. Sorry, y'all. Part-time, full-time, retail, restaurant, banking, corporate America. It's ridiculous. Construction. It's ridiculous, y'all. And I'm going to tell you why it's ridiculous, okay? Now, this is Shania-ism. I got that term from Bridgen. She does Bridgenism. I do Shania-isms, which means this is my own philosophy theories. You know, I'm no subject expert, but people are still saying, I can't get a job. Okay. Now, this is my take. When the pandemic hit, okay, and we had to shut down, we all started finding out that our jobs could find a way to allow us to work from home, correct? Jobs where they were not remote before became remote. I'm not talking about people who work in retail. I mean, how you want to sell clothes from, you know, at home if you work in Lane Bryant or something? I'm talking about jobs like mine, where I sit at a desk. But anyway, between people working from home, I'm talking about when we first got on lockdown, and unemployment, with that $600 bonus, then it went down to $3, I think. And now I think they just back to the regular unemployment. I kind of think people got a little spoiled. And I'm not trying to offend anybody. I swear I'm not. The people who don't want to work right now, they know who they are. And I'm talking from experience. In my job, I don't want to tell you who I work for, but my position is in accounts payable. Okay? It's accounts payable. Not fancy. And I have a good team. I work with a good team of people. But we have been trying to fill a position forever, okay? We have seen people come and go. Well, some of them did not go willingly. And then we saw others that left willingly. We saw people abandon the position, okay? Now, here's the kicker. I'm just going to give you a scenario. My boss and myself and another coworker was trying to find somebody. We went through almost 20 resumes. These people applied for the position. Then they agreed to interview on the phone, like a preview. Okay, yeah, I can do 12 o'clock. Okay. I'll pick up the phone. My coworker will pick up the phone. My boss will pick up the phone. We called you at 12 o'clock. We even said, oh, maybe they, doing something. Call back at 12:01, 12:05. The person who applied doesn't answer the phone. What? How do you have 20 resumes where these people apply for the position willingly? We didn't say, can you do 12 o'clock? They gave us their time frame. They said when they was going to be available. We call, voicemail. Okay. We leave a message. Not only leave a message, we leave our personal cell phones. Like, hey, this is so-and-so calling from so-and-so about the position you apply for. You think they call back? No. I'm like, what? 20 resumes. Now, I'm just giving you an example so that you understand where I'm going with this as I get further into this conversation. So that was 20 at one time. I think there was another time we called like about, I don't know, maybe 5, 6 people. We finally did talk to those people. Now, if we did get in touch with people, this is what we heard. Before we say anything else, we say, hi, this is so-and-so calling from so-and-so for the AP position that you apply for. Before we get started, we want to let you know that this is not a remote position. We are in the office. We've been in the office. Instantly, I can hear crickets. Instantly. Okay? And then we say, are you okay with this? And they go, yeah. And I'm thinking, oh, I know what that means. That means, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and do this until I find something else. You haven't even given us a chance. Okay? Second issue. I'm sorry. Let me not choke on this. The second issue is that we then ask about the salary range. Now, I don't know about y'all. Okay, I know I'm like, I'm getting up there in age, but people are coming out with astronomical figures. I'm not talking about like an executive, like a manager position. I'm talking about a regular AP, AR clerk job, or whatever. I mean, I have over 14 years of AR experience, and now, I have AP under my belt, about 3 years, right? Not to mention corporate banking and all that other stuff, lockbox, everything you can think of, and retail. Sorry, Linda. These people coming up asking for like something crazy. Like, I want $35. I want $40 an hour. For what? You understand this is an AP position. You're not applying for President of the United States position, right? You're not applying for a supervisor position, right? You know that, right? Matter of fact, this is an hourly position. It's not even exempt. Yep, that's what we're running into. So, this brings me back to when I was talking about me and Joelle staying in line, they short staff. Because what's happening right now, this is what I think. Because I've heard people say it. I'm talking about people I know, not just random conversations. I've heard people say, oh, when we got furloughed, I was making way more on unemployment. Way more. Now, I understand that this was during the time when that whole $600, $300 thing was going on. In addition, but baby, let me tell you, I think, and this is not everybody. Please understand what I'm saying. This is not everybody. Message. Let me say it again. This is not everybody. Message. Let me say it again. This is not everybody. But I really think that people unintentionally got used to the amount of money that they were getting on unemployment. And I also think they got used to being at home. Because I have a funny feeling if our position had said this is a remote position or at least a hybrid position. And for those of you who don't understand what a hybrid position is right now, meaning that yes, you have to come back to the office, but you might only have to come back like 2 days out of the week, right? And you get to work 3 days at home, or you might have to be in the office 3 days. Basically, you will be at home a couple of days and then you only have to do back in the office, right? You coming back, you're not even dressed. If you working in corporate America, you just coming back, you just showing up in a good old pair of Wranglers. Y'all know my Wranglers. A nice shirt and you're out. Or a hybrid could also mean that you work like, 2 half days in the office or something, and the rest of you work from home. It can mean anything. Basically, a hybrid is kind of position is like an unorthodox. It is not the regular Monday through Friday. 8 to 5, 8 to 4, 9 to 5, whatever. Basically, it's not the pre-COVID condition, right? And people got used to it. Think about it. I'm not gonna lie. When we were, wait a minute. When I was home, I like the fact that get up in the morning, the stress of not having to get dressed. You mosey on out your bed with your little bunny slippers on, and mosey on over to your desk. You can turn on and log on and start working with morning breath, head all over your hair or whatever, hair all over your head. I mean, it's that right there takes off the pressure. And therefore, you don't have to wake up as early. Am I right? You don't have to wake up really early. I mean, because you ain't got nowhere to go. What, the hallway? I mean, is there traffic in your hallway? I get it. So here's my thing. I think people got used to that. They got used to the fact that it's very comfortable. You have less stress, okay? That's one of the things. So here you got the people who are still working, who didn't get furloughed. They're able to work in the comforts of their own home. But then you had the people who got furloughed and then they were on unemployment, but they was just like, wow, I'm getting paid. So now things start opening back up. And this is what's happening. For the people who are on unemployment, right, they are thinking to themselves, well, it's either one or two things. Either they're okay with the money that the government is providing for them to live, and then they're and then not to mention they don't have to go back in and be bothered with their crazy behind coworkers, right? Or their boss looking at them or whatever. And meanwhile, when it's a beautiful day, they're out and about. Okay, that's that. And we all know, if you've been on unemployment, if I'm correct, you know, you have to tell the people, yeah, I'm looking for a job. So of course you gotta, now this is just me, back in the day, I think you had to say, well, where did you apply to? So if you applied to my job and said, I applied for an AP position, but I didn't get it, the unemployment agency is not going to call and say, okay, well, why didn't she get it? They just want to see that you applied. But see, you didn't tell the unemployment agency that you applied asking for $40 an hour. You know damn well you wasn't going to get that. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just giving you a scenario for what I've seen right now. This brings us to the retailers and the food places, like your restaurants and these fast food joints. Never have I ever seen where everybody is hiring. I mean, they are trying to give you they're trying to give you money. They're just like, look, this is no lie. I went to Domino's. Domino's had a sign that said, now hiring. And it said, if you apply, there's a $200 sign-up bonus. It's pizza. I was just like, what? Girl, I almost wanted to apply my doggone self just to get the $200 bonus. And you killing two birds with one stone. You get a paycheck and you get free food. So that's what's happening. And I forgot where Linda says she saw, I forgot where it was. Linda, tell me in the comment below. Linda said she went somewhere and saw at a fast food restaurant, or it probably was Walmart. And I want to say, she said their sign-up bonus was like it was either $300 or $400. It was more than a $200 sign-up bonus. And she said that they were starting at, what did she say? Linda, what'd you say? I forgot what you said, they were starting at an hour. Basically, they're trying to come up. And I understand people are just like, look, why in the world am I going to go out there and bust my behind for some minimum wage when I can just go ahead and get unemployment and get paid more? I'm going to tell you why. Because you have to remember, unemployment is not guaranteed. I mean, what if the president of the government just got on TV and be like, we're out of money? This is where I'm laughing at. I'm laughing at the scenarios that have started to come from this. So look, here's another scenario. I was leaving work a couple of weeks ago. I was just like, work late, and I said, let me stop at Subway. Walked up to the door, put my hand on the door, and it was open, right? But they had a sign on the door. It says, we will be closing going forward at 6. This is Subway. We'll be closing at 6 because we're short-staffed. I go in there, the girl's making a sandwich and ringing people up. Ain't nobody in the back. There's nobody in the back. It was her making sandwiches. Bless her heart. Taking off the gloves, ringing the register. Thank you for coming. Putting back on some new gloves, you know. And she wasn't in between. I mean, it was just her. Then, what was the other place? My boss said she saw a sign on Chick-fil-A. My friend Bridget said she went to Sonic. I think it was on a Saturday. She went to Sonic. I don't know. You know, most of the people that are subscribed to this channel know what Sonic is. Not everybody might have a Sonic where they at, but Sonic is a drive-through, you know, like fast food place or whatever that you can pull up and, you know, eat there, whatever. Basically, Sonic is not open 24/7, but Sonic is not going to be closed before 8 p.m. Bridget said she drove around. She said it was dark. I'm talking about inside, not outside, dark. So she was just like, I guess they not open. That's what's happening. I drove up to a Sonic not too long ago, and there was one person inside taking the orders, and bless her heart, one waitress that was coming in and out, walking all the way down to the cars on both sides. It was just her. It was just her. So in other words, if you pulled up to your spot, placed your order, I was timing it. Because I just had a taste for a cherry limeade. I went for a cherry limeade and some pretzel sticks. That's all I went for. That's it. I was like, oh, I got sweet tooth. I was sitting in there. I swear I cannot make this up. I was sitting in my car. Basically, I had watched like an episode on Crackle of Benson. Benson is a half an hour show. I got through that whole episode because there was no commercials. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, what? I was waiting on a pretzel stick and a pretzel stick and a large cherry limeade. It was ridiculous. Now, if you think it gets even crazier than that, Linda went on an interview and said, she texted me and said, the girl at the interview said, thank you for showing up. Damn. She said the girl said thank you for showing up. That's where we're at, folks. That's where we're at. When people are thanking people, they're just like, oh, thank you. I ain't gonna lie, because the people, we just got finished interviewing, when the person finally showed up, first of all, I couldn't believe her enthusiasm. She was just like, yes, let's make this work. She even sent back a note saying thank you. Like, I said, ooh, it was like a unicorn. Like, oh, I heard that they exist, but I ain't never really seen one. I couldn't believe it. Now, after I met Joelle yesterday, I went to Family Dollar. Family Dollar. And they had the sign, we're now hiring. I go in. A lady behind the register goes, hello, welcome to Family Dollar. What's up? As I start to push my cart into the aisles, I heard her talking to the customer who was in line. The customer in line goes, can I have an application? Y'all hiring, right? And the lady goes, yup. The lady then says to the person, before you waste your time, let me tell you, this job is only paying $10 an hour. All right? I just want to tell you that before you waste your time. She used the word waste. She did say the phrase, waste your time. So this is me. There's nobody in the store, but yet and still I see empty shelves and a whole bunch of boxes lined up in the aisles because that's shipment that needs to be unpacked. It's just her and some lonely chick working in the next 2 aisles over, trying to put out shipment. And I'm pushing my cart and I'm talking out loud to myself because I can't believe what my ears just heard. She said, before you waste your time, this job only pays $10. And I said, halfway down the aisle, like, is that what you want to tell people? Like, I said, I should call headquarters and tell them, you want to know why you can't get anybody in this store? I couldn't believe that this lady said that. Now, mind you, I'm going up and down the aisles. And I'm like, these shelves are bare. But I'm tripping over boxes. Then I finally get up the aisle where the one girl was working. And she's just opening box after box. And mind you, here's the kicker. She was on the phone complaining to somebody about like what she was doing because they need help. But when I was listening to this conversation, now the girl who was was applying for the job, then says, here you go. When the lady said, before you waste your time, right? She was just like, huh. The girl goes, I feel you. Good looking out. I cannot make this up. She said, good looking out. I was thinking, is she looking out for you? Like, lady. And I mean, shoot, let's address the first lady. Lady behind the register. You just said you need help. You tired of working every Saturday. And Family Dollar's open 7 days a week, folks. She's tired of working. She's overworked. But you can't get any help. Gee, I wonder why. You don't have to say it like that. You know, I don't know if that lady behind the register was the manager or not, but I'm thinking to myself, you don't say, do you really want to know what's going on here? Do you really want to work? I mean, how are you looking out for this other lady? Now, to the lady who was the actual customer, I wanted to say, good looking out. So you think that woman spared you? You know, it would have been different. I don't know. Maybe it would have been different if you said something like, well, I don't know if you really want to apply here. You're a young female and we get robbed a lot. I mean, that's not the message that she put out there. She said, before you waste your time, this job only pays $10 an hour. I'm just saying. And the girl said, good looking out. And I was thinking, how is that good looking out? Don't you need a job? And if anybody is sitting out there and saying, well, Shine, you working a nice little corporate job, whatever, let me tell you something. And Linda knows. Linda, out of everybody, and my cousin who subscribed, they remember me when I was in my 20s, when I worked 4 jobs in the mall at one time. I was just trying to grab the hours. And then when I did go to corporate banking, I was a temp for 5 years, living in my own apartment, going to school full time, right? And when I would get off working night shift, the temp agency would be like, hey, we know you just work from 10 to 6 or 10 to 7, but this gig came up. We need for you to go to this place and just all you got to do is do data entry and take a couple of orders in the distribution center. Okay. What time I got to be there? You got to report by 9. So I had to leave, hustle, get a ride, get to my apartment, maybe get 45 minutes of sleep, boom, shower. I'm back out there. All right. And granted, yes, I had more energy because I was in my 20s or whatever. But what I'm saying is, in my mind, I was thinking, I got to pay for my bills. I need to pay for my art supplies because I was going to art college. It never dawned on me to be taking, just to be waiting for something better to come along. In my mind, this was better at the moment. That's all I'm saying. And again, before everybody start coming for me and people be like, oh, but you didn't have children. Nope, I did not have children. I will say that. I don't know what that's like, so I'm not going to speak on it. I'm not going to do it. But what I'm saying is we are in a situation right now in this country where there are jobs coming out the ears out the wazoo. And people are just they're not showing up for interviews. They do come. I'm telling you, we have had people that come in. And when I tell you my job has a good environment, it's a good environment. It's a good environment. And who I work for now, I mean, I can't belch or belch. I can't vouch for other departments, but my department, trust me, the person who I'm working for, golden. Okay. I'm not saying they're perfect. What I'm saying is so easy to work for. And the group that I work in, you're never going to find a group like that. And pretty much nobody really gets micromanaged where I'm at. So what I'm saying is, how do you come in and work for a week and then disappear? I'm just like, that tells me people just don't want to work. These people are not showing up. I mean, and I feel so sorry for the people who are actually showing up and trying to show out, doing their best. You know, I mean, you know it's bad when Chick-fil-A, I mean, still quality. I swear, Chick-fil-A could rule the world with their service, customer service. But what I'm saying is, my boss said that she even saw a sign on one of the Chick-fil-A's where she, like, I guess near where she lives. And she said, yeah, even they had a sign talking about some due to, you know, shorthand. And this is us. So, like I said, we're back in the office. So my job is AP. So that means I have to call vendors. Most of these people are still working from home. Now we're going to flip the script to the people who are actually working, but they're still working from home. Well, that is a whole entire different beast in itself, because we'll call and say, hey, you know, I need you to update the billing address. I need you to go ahead and place this order. And let me tell you what we hear in the background. We hear babies crying, dogs barking, roosters crowing. I get it. I get it if you got a baby or whatever. I get it, right? And you have to put a rover out in another room, you know, in the sunroom, something. But when I'm trying to talk to you and I hear the Price is Right is on, and I'm like, sir, I can't hear you. You know, when you know that you're picking up the phone, why don't you turn down your TV? I don't want to hear that something like that sound when you lost on Price is Right. Wonk, 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 wonk. I'll be like, turn it down. I'm trying to place an order. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is where we're at, folks. We got people that be like, I'm never going back into the office. So they're searching for jobs, right, that they can work from home. And you know what? I'm not saying, if that's what your desire is, that's fine. What I'm saying is, don't waste our time. Don't waste people's time and apply for the job, you know, and knowing that you don't want that job, because there's got to be somebody out there. Number two, what I'm saying is, don't keep depending on Uncle Sam, because Uncle Sam is not a guaranteed thing. You know, I'm just saying. Number three, don't try to fake like you was making $40 an hour pre-COVID for a clerical position. You know what I'm saying? And now you got to go back into the office and you're just like, I'm just like, this is crazy, folks. This is so crazy. I've never seen anything like this in my life. Okay. I don't know if my dad has seen it. You know, he's lived a couple of generations. He'd tell you some stories, but I've never seen it where there was this overabundance, almost like we're drowning in open jobs. And if people are saying, sure, well, you know, these are restaurant jobs, or these are like, you know, like clerks working in a movie theater, whatever. I'm gonna tell you this again. You know what? I was raised by this phrase. My dad and my aunt would say stuff like this to me and my cousin. You want to eat? Yep. Then you get out there and work. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Yep. You want to eat? You want clothes on your back? You want the freedom to do what you want to do? You want to go out there and earn that money? Yep. So that's where we're at. And one more funny one. There was a billboard that one of my friends found. I sent to my boss, and my boss sent to me. It was on Facebook. It said, a big billboard that says, now hiring people who want to work. Who want to, It said now hiring people who show up. Oh, now hiring people for people who show up. mm. Mm. I'm, I'm sorry. It is funny to me. It's funny that a couple of years ago people was like, I can't find a job. And now they're damn near knocking down people's doors. I mean, don't even make eye contact with people in stores, like the people at Target or Walmart. Don't even make eye contact with them, because if you even look at them, they like, oh, do you want a job? Like, they are serious. They're serious. I'm like, wow. Yup. They just, I don't know, folks. I don't know what the answer is. You tell me. You know, it's also, it's bleeding over into the next set of generations. So, okay, so after my, okay, so I think there's a generation after me that's, I don't know. But the millennials, and you know what the next generation after the millennials is going to be called? They're already called Generation Alpha. Sounds a little scary to me. But anyway, but most of the articles that I've read, Generation Alpha, well, those are the babies and toddlers right now, the elementary school kids, but they the millennials, they said that they are about to call this era, this moment that we're living in, the era of the Great Resignation. I'm like, what does that mean? And they said that the millennials was like, look, they don't want to work in office jobs like the work in the office job, like the way I grew up, which is like a 9 to 5 or whatever, sitting at a cubicle. They don't want to do that. They rather work remote. They rather work at home. They want to be able to grab a laptop, go wherever they want. They want to be on the beach or whatever, work non-traditional hours, basically work when they want to work, but get their 40 hours in. If they want to even work 40 hours or whatever, they're just not interested. They're not interested in that. And you know what? Every generation does have a change. You can kind of, but this is also how, forget about racial division or religious division. You also have generation division. There's a generation, that generational gap, because they don't see things, they are trying to embark and do things that they want to do. So this is the reason why you have like all these new different types of, I mean, I'll give it to them. They definitely have a mindset for being an entrepreneur, but sometimes you might have to work a regular job to make that dream come true. That's, I mean, it is what it is. And they're just like, no, we're not having it. That's for the birds. That crap that y'all do, sitting in the office, you know, 9 to 5, they just don't want to do it. So now when we're interviewing, because you got to remember, on everybody's application, you can't discriminate against race, sex, age, you know, physical, you know, like if somebody's handicapped, you can't discriminate, right? And we have had 20-something-year-olds in this position, you know, up to like my age. And the bottom line is, I don't really even care about this generation crap. I don't care about the race or, you know, whatever. Let me tell you something. I'm just going to say it just the way my dad would say it. This is how my dad would say it. Shine, the bottom line is, forget all that. That's a bunch of malarkey. You either want to work or you don't. What it comes down to is that people just don't want to work. People just don't want to follow guidelines. Everybody want to be all about themselves. Nobody wants to follow rules. Nobody wants to answer to anybody. Nobody wants to be under someone else's authority. Everybody wants to be. That's why you heard that saying, you got too many, it's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. That's, I mean, yeah. It's just not, yeah. So, I don't know. That's my whole entire spiel, y'all. God, this food was so, so good and filling. Oh. Man, this was so good. Look, I'm into I can't even stare at the camera right. I'm in such a blind. I'm hysterically blinded right now by the itis. It was so good. Anyway, with that said, I think I'm just gonna wrap up this dinner. If you have a comment about today's conversation about where are we going with the work world, leave a comment below. Leave a LOL below. Leave a SMH. Dad, SMH means shaking my head. Below. Leave anything below. Let me know what y'all think. And, oh, it's time for shout outs. So, hey, Barbarella. Barbarella. Boy, that was my movie with Jane Fonda, Barbarella. Y'all ever seen Barbarella? That was some craziness. Anyway, Barbara, hi. Linda, hi. Hope you got the job. Miller, it's Miller time. Miller says he's going to come back and visit. Miller's going to be one of my dinner guests one day. I can't wait for him to come back and visit or whatever. Come back to Texas and have dinner with me because that's going to be very interesting. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Kim. Hey, Dad. Hey, Mom. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Bridget. Hi, Anil. You see me like, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about the people who really be looking. Hey, IT guys at work. I couldn't believe when one of them for sure I know. Yeah, definitely. Andre. Yeah. Yup. Hey. Hey, boss lady. My boss. She probably like, you better show up to work tomorrow. Yup. So I just wanted to say hi. Did I say hi, Bridget? I don't know, but whatever. Oh, yeah. And I don't know if anybody in Texas is really going to be watching this because, what was it, Friday? September 24th started the Texas State Fair. Now, for my subscribers who live here in Texas, you already know what's up. You know everybody's going to be there. And for some reason, it seems like it's going to be long this year because I think it's from September 24th to, I think they said October 17th. I think they're trying to get it. Oh, and what was crazy, I went online just to read, like, how was it? You know what it said? It said, Texas State Fair is open. Vendors fear the worst because every vendor's short-staffed already. I was just like, so this means you're going to stand in line for a good 45 minutes to get a corn dog or some fried ice cream or fried coconut pie. I mean, this whole thing with what Texans do with this fried stuff, fried butter. Golly, I swear you gotta love Texas. Yes, you could. Yup. Sorry. They said, and I guess they trying to let people know. And I'm thinking to myself, so is there a shortage on people who are operating the rides? Like, what if they put you on a ride and you going around, touring around the air, in the air? You're just like, oh, this is great. And then you're like, yeah, I'm getting sick. When are they going to stop this ride? And then you look down and see that the operator had to leave his post to go across the way to work like another ride. What if? Something for you to think about. That's ignorant. But anyway, yup. So hi, everybody. And I will be, I have on schedule some other videos. I actually did some recording, because now what I do is I just kind of record when I'm in the mood, or, you know, little bits and pieces, and I put it all together and then I put it out there. I have to, for the sake of my hands and everything else. But yep, that was it. So again, thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this dinner. What I am going to do is I am going to go ahead and just kind of like give you the ingredients. I'll put the link for the revived superfoods if you are interested. Again, this is not a paid sponsorship or anything like that. They don't even know that I'll talk about their products. Like I said, I'm not big like that. I'm just sharing with you what I eat and what I'm subscribed to. But I'll put the link in there, and then you can always just see what the ingredients were in that grain cup. And also I'll put, you know what? I might put a different links for some mushroom recipes, because it was really, really good. It really was good. And I think that's all. Okay, so everyone take care. I will see you soon in some upcoming videos for crocheting, some reviews, and make sure that you tune in the very first, I want to say October 1st. Don't quote me, but I have a big surprise in October. I cannot wait to share it with you. It is for you, the subscribers out there. I am so happy. Oh my God, how can I forget to say hi? Hi, Lisa Knits. Lisa is probably my first international subscriber. Yep, she's all the way in Australia. Good on you, mate. Yeah. So yes, hi, Lisa. I didn't forget you. So anyway, again, thank you for watching. Thank you for having dinner with me. And I can't wait to see you guys come back. Take care and be blessed. Peace out, homies.